Association of European Parliamentarians with Africa, AWEPA, works in cooperation with African parliaments to strengthen parliamentary democracy, keep Africa high on the political agenda in Europe, and facilitate African-European parliamentary dialogue. AWEPA has been supporting parliamentary democracy at the state and national legislative assemblies in South Sudan since 2007 and is currently running a new program to strengthen capacity of 10 selected local councils in Central and Western Equatoria states. The program aims to strengthen capacity of the local government councils in executing their functions through trainings on different topics and facilitating outreach visits for the local councillors to various bomas and payams within their local jurisdictions. It is in this regard that on 31st March 2014, AWEPA facilitated councillors of Nzara County to go to an outreach visit to Ringasi Payam. The councillors particularly chose to hold discussions on education following reports they had received during council meetings about poor education standards and high rate of school dropouts, most especially among the girl child in the county. Reports that they received said that many children drop out of school because of the common practice of early marriage promoted by parents. Poor learning environment was also reported, particularly pointing out that most classes were held under trees, which did not motivate children to stay in school.
We don't have any single classroom for our pupils, but we have a good number of pupils this year. We have 223 pupils, which is now on the ground. 223. But we don't have any classroom where they can sit to learn. As you see, we are sitting just under the trees. That's the first challenge. The second challenge is the school materials. For the school materials, one of the things we received last year is textbooks. But for codebooks, pens, and other materials, we are not received. We request there in county there, but they give us just in pieces. Even chalk, we don't have any single chalk here. We're waiting for other schools, and they give us in pieces. That's the two challenges which face our school.
The objective of the outreach was to interact with pupils, parents, teachers, and school administrators to find out the different factors affecting education in the Payam and further come out with workable solutions to the issues raised. Ms. Chris Debref, the coordinator for AWEPA South Sudan, was honored to make opening remarks at the outreach.
AWEPA is doing capacity building for members of the National Legislative Assembly, but also for the councillors of Western and Central Equatoria states. We also organize for the councillors community outreach visits. And the councillors of Nzara County have chosen their first outreach to be here in Ringasi Payam. So I'm happy to be here with you today, and I wish you a very good meeting.
Many councillors made presentations on the topic of education. They pointed out the importance of education, encouraged pupils to stay in school, and further rebuked bad behaviors that many times lead to school dropouts.
Kachitunga ulikapanga bawene pa fulani na kine chende so kupangame kumode kudeni zono chi school ke ali makanduna ulikapaka ya.
If education is very important, and why is it that many girls drop out before they complete primary school? The reason why many girls drop out from school before completing primary school is they have the heart of the rush to marriage before they complete their primary schools.
Okay, kacang mangaya. Ukura boleh ke wala. Kasasna ci papanga ani fa karaga pa ci pa gini pa do ang manga tinya no gwen pa cika manga fara ni gini nga hote. Ana ya tani.
Ude go hayni fa nga ipagani voroko ko ni nga me ino busugo ni abasa puguro ko aninga kumba ani abo ni gbagbele tepetepe tunakana weli kemi mbiseni kina bolu kusende kandu singa ade ekini bi bembe zi kuchagwa rago ine binga gwaya aga busugo ni ngate rugutedu miko wo bogude no gude duke ruguyo zangazan.
Among the other speakers who graced the outreach were the Inspector of Primary Schools, Madame Benita Obafu, and the Acting Paramount Chief of Nzara County, Mr. Ramadan Umko.
Mikini ruaka karaka tamba afugani a councillors. Mina aja kineli moyo. Ami nege sinjenge gineya. Ali meni mianga garetenga itona singi. Mikini putamba ha kuguti minga AWEPA. Chipakayena wenu programu wagare. Papa. Kichedu mikiru kafuwe pulo ni dabo ni atiminya kasangame. Gipadu ya ni mele kandi bingonga tatapai kungani. Oni bi kanjara konore mirabera dungwa basi ni limbo cyane nazarai. Tajanga awore kijinga ha kuno komo yimanyi bayo. Tambai tene kuloni.
Many issues were identified as causes of the high rate of school dropouts in the community. First and foremost, early marriage leading to underage pregnancies. This was majorly promoted by parents who did not see the value of education. Secondly, absolute poverty, which made it difficult for parents to afford school fees, and hence children dropped out of school, opting for marriage for the girls, and petty income generating activities like border riding for the boys.
For others who don't have a way of earning money, school fees can be a major condition. Others, even though you pay them to school, is still.
Poor learning environment was also mentioned. Majority schools in Ringasi Payam are under trees which are prone to rain, wind and sunshine, which does not motivate the children to stay in school. The community further reported inadequate number of qualified teachers. Most teachers in Ringasi are primary leavers who are also just volunteers and not paid, hence not motivated to deliver quality services.
Our school here, we're working in a voluntary basis. That's the first challenge.
The outreach was officially closed by the Nzara County Commissioner, Honorable Elia Box, who thanked AWEPA for training his county councillors. He testified that before the councillors were trained, they did not understand what their roles were, but now they are well equipped to do their work. The commissioner engaged the pupils at the outreach in a physical head count per class to clearly demonstrate to the community the magnitude of the school dropout vice. He then called upon all the inhabitants of Ringasi Payam to send their children to school and make sure that they remain in school until they finish primary school at worst. The following day, the County Legislative Council held an extraordinary session in which the councillors who attended the outreach in Ringasi briefed the other councillors on the outcomes of the outreach. The councillors agreed to adopt some of the resolutions that had been suggested at the outreach. It is evident from the many findings, recommendations and resolutions that the outreach was very fruitful because it purported to provide both short-term and long-term solutions to the issue of high school dropout rates and other challenges affecting education in Nzara County.